Hello and welcome to this episode of the CAPS Conversation series. On this episode we have Mr. Yasser Alwafi, a highly motivated and competent project manager that I've been very fortunate to work with and learn a massive amount from.
Actually,
Welcome Yasser.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your kind introduction. Actually, I learned a lot from you, not you learned from me.
No, it's the other way round. For someone who's quite young, you have excellent all-round skills and anticipation, which is sometimes necessary in the environment that we work in.
Thank you.
And let's see where these developed, if you like. Now, whereabouts did you attend school? First of all, primary or elementary school?
Yeah, I studied here in Riyadh. It's in the same school. It's called Al-Arqam. Al-Arqam, it was like it has a historical name, and when Prophet Muhammad, in like 1400 years ago, it was a place that the community go there and make consultation between them. So it's called Al-Arqam.
Okay.
Okay, so this is the name of the school, Al-Arqam, here in Riyadh.
Now, was that primary and elementary and middle school?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Now you've got exceptional English skills, and I know it's all 4 skills.
Yeah.
Did you learn English at elementary school, or?
Actually, I learned English, but I didn't pay attention to that. It was basically the basics of the foundation of the English language, but it didn't go that deep to the language.
Okay. And what were some of your favourite subjects over your school journey?
I was interested in Arabic language and English language and history as well.
History?
Yeah, I prefer to have a philosophy curriculum, but we didn't. But hopefully one day we can get the philosophy curriculum to the schools.
And we've been working on that a little bit,
Yes,
haven't we?
we did.
And hopefully that will continue on to develop the creativity
Yes.
and some of those 21st century skills.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I understand your family's originally from Yambu.
Exactly.
Where's Yambu?
Yamba is in the west coast of Saudi Arabia.
Is that near Jeddah?
Yes, it is 2 hours and a half by the car.
So that's on the beach, is it?
Yes, it is. It's the cleanest beach and purest beach you can find inside of here.
It's good for swimming?
Yes, it is. And the interesting about Yamba, it has 3 different villages. We have the city for industrial, and we call the local Yamba, and we have the Pom Yamba. Pom regards to because it has a lot of farms and poms in Yamba.
And does your family have a farm there?
Yes, my father has a farm there.
Now, a lot of people just think Saudi Arabia is just one big desert.
Yeah.
Obviously not. So,
Yes.
so with the animals do you have on there, do you bring in the feed, the hay for them, or do you have grass there?
Yeah,
or?
we have grass, we have sheep and chicken, and also we have some birds. Yeah, I think, but we have a lot of sheep. You know, when a guest comes to your place, you have to sacrifice a sheep to show your generosity to the guest.
Oh man, I'm getting hungry, but not yet. Now, after high school, you had the opportunity to attend university in America.
Exactly.
Yeah, what was the application procedure?
The application procedure, first you have to apply for an institute to learn English. So it wasn't that hard. First you have to go by yourself and you pay for yourself financially.
Yes.
If you don't have the exception for the scholarship, then when you go there, you stay for 3 months or 4 months. If you are qualified, you enter to the opportunity to have a scholarship. So I paid for myself for 4 months or 3 months, then the scholarship gives me the opportunity.
That was the King Abdullah Scholarship,
exactly, yes.
Yeah, one of the great human resource development initiatives globally. It's been absolutely fantastic. So whereabouts did you study English?
Where is it?
Where did you study English when you first
I studied first in Eugene. It's in the west coast of United States, and the state called Oregon.
And then you were able to attend Southern Oregon University, yes?
Southern Oregon, it was in the city of Ashland. It's the same in Oregon. I studied first in the University of Oregon computer science. Then I decided to change my mind about the major and thinking deeply about this. So I chose MIS, Management Information System, and Management and Southern Oregon University.
A double major degree, yes?
Yeah.
How long did that take?
4 years and 9 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
You would have been busy then. Did you
Yes.
Did you return to Saudi during that time?
Yes, each annually. So,
Annually?
yeah.
Yeah, in the summer.
Yes, in the summer. So if I take summer 1 and summer 2, then I get a rest for summer 3, like a month each year.
Okay. So not often.
Yes, not all.
Now, when you first went to America, how was it? Was it a bit of a culture shock for you?
Yeah, it was a culture shock I got actually, because in 2000 I went to the US in 2010, so I was not that old enough to know about the other culture, and the internet was not expanding like these days. So when I went there, I can see the women are uncovered and they talk to each other. How is that possible? Then I changed my mind about how the aspects of people. So it was a culture shock for me.
What about, did you have a food shock?
Yes, exactly. Actually, I prefer the Arabian food, but it was a good experience to have the Western food there.
Sure, and you studied with a range of nationalities there, did you?
Yes, Chinese, Japanese, Korean, and the Gulf area.
And obviously Americans as well.
And in the institute.
Okay.
So there was non-American.
No, but in the majors, yes.
And the major, actually most of them are Americans. Most of them, 90% to 95%.
Yep.
Yeah.
And what about the extracurricular activities outside of the school?
We have some institution about donorship and donation. We have also raising planets, like for the community.
Oh, awesome.
Yes, yeah.
What about sports?
Sports, I was playing soccer, but I'm not watching and following up the games. But I play soccer there.
In the States, yes?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, what skills and life experience do you think you gained in the US which will help you in your future and also help the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia?
Yeah, I think when I learned, when I was in the US, I really understand the meaning of independent. So you really have to work on yourself. No one will give you a guide. No one will punish you. I mean, when I compare it to the parents here, the parents have powerful authority here to their son, to their children. So there I was paying attention to myself. So I think being independent in one of the most.
But where did you stay there?
An apartment. I was alone.
So you had to learn to cook as well.
Yes.
How'd you go?
Not that good. To be honest, not that good.
That's okay.
Yeah.
Now, after coming back to there, after almost 5 years in America, what sort of changes did you notice in the kingdom, particularly in Riyadh?
Yeah, I believe Saudi Arabia these days is going to the transformation generation. I can tell there's a big difference between 2010, to 2017. I think it's not only 7 years. I think it's 30 years because of the development that I have seen these days. So I think it goes with a perfect strategic plan to the vision of 2030.
Yeah, me too. I think the kingdom's doing wonderful things, and it's the young people like you who are driving it forward and will continue to drive it forward. Now, one thing that I want to look at is your simultaneous interpretation and translation skills. Many people, both in Saudi Arabia and from many international countries that we've worked with, have commented on your skills in these areas. Is this something that you just picked up, or is it something that you practiced?
Yeah, I practiced a lot. You know, in the first months when I was in the US, I barely speak a sentence or two. So I motivated myself to talk with myself about the conversation. I make imagination. I'm in the airport, then I talk to myself. I'm complaining to myself. You know, I was imagining scenarios. So I think that paid off to me, and to translate, to feel the scenarios and translate it from the Arabic to the English language.
Yeah, a lot of very senior Saudi people rely on you.
Yeah.
Now, you're currently working in project management, but I also know, as we've covered here, that you've got very good educational subject matter, technical expertise. Is this something you're interested in pursuing in the future, or perhaps combining?
Yeah, actually, I think it's a good idea if you combine between the technical side and the project management side, because if you want to make a decision, you really have to know the different angle of thinking when you meet a requirement or documentation. So I think knowing the technical side and the project management side will help you a lot to be a solid project manager.
I agree with you, and having worked on you with a number of projects, I know that you have these skills already, and as you continue to develop, I'm sure that you will move up far and beyond your dreams in this great
Thank
place.
you for this compliment. Thank you.
That's the truth, and you deserve to be complimented.
Thank you, my friend.
I'd like to thank you for your time on this episode, Mr. Yasser, and I hope to continue both our friendship and our professional relationship.
I really appreciate your interview. Thank you very much.